Hi, everyone. This is Alan Rosinski, Metro Manhattan Office Space. Happy Halloween to you all. I'd like to discuss co-working space versus demised office space for you. May sound a little bit obscure, but if you ever go into business and you need space for your business, office space, this is going to be an important issue for you. And there's a lot of economic implications and business implications for you. So I'd like to share what I know about these two means of acquiring space for potential business and discuss their pros and cons and what would work for you if you ever have a team of people, of colleagues, team members, employees who are looking for space. The benefit of co-working space is that it's short term, and you pay a premium for that short term. The co-working facilities may lease office space for $40, $50, $60 a square foot, and they'll lease it for 3 times, double that, because, well, it's capitalism, and they have to be profitable. But what you get is you get flexibility. You get plug-and-play space. It's really easy to move into. Often it's furnished. There's telecommunication in place. From a legal perspective, you're not going to be faced with a 60 or 70 page lease. You may sign a 3-page agreement. It's like getting a gym membership. Very, very easy. Generally, the security deposits are very low. The co-working spaces are not going to be very intrusive looking into your financial situation. Now, these are great for a co-working space is great for startups that may not have any sales, no revenue, no profitability, and they're just not sure what the future has in store for them. So they're starting out. They want to try out an office for a month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months. A lot of flexibility with co-working, which you would not have for traditional office space. Now, the disadvantage of co-working is once you become established, it gets expensive. Once you have revenue, profitability, and say more than a staff of 5, 4 or 5 tends to be the magic number. If you get a demise space, a private space with a lease directly from a landlord, the economics are going to start to be favorable at 5 employees plus. Now, you're going to get a lower price per square foot, but the trade is you're probably going to have to commit to at least a 3-year lease. If you go to 5 years, a landlord will custom build the space, and they're really on a per square foot basis. There's a savings. And another advantage of direct office space from a landlord, you can put signage on the entrance to your space. So from a branding perspective, demised office space is very beneficial. The disadvantage of co-working space is if you're a sales organization and you can't have branding, it just doesn't look as strong as having signage on your door. What co-working works well for larger companies if they're looking for something very, very short term, but I mean, it's kind of pricey. I had actually an interesting situation earlier this week, and this is a good example of the differences between the two forms of office space. I got a call from a software company in financial technology, something having to do with mortgage management, I believe it was. And they felt they were paying a lot for their co-working space, and they anticipated a larger number of team members within the next year. And I did a search, showed them space, and the company is rapidly expanding, very busy, a lot of projects. And they were very, very happy and very surprised at the low cost of direct space in side street loft buildings in Manhattan. And I got a call from them that they're just too busy to make a move, that it's going to be somewhere down the line in 6 months or so. And getting into these co-working spaces can be somewhat of a trap because it's so disruptive for companies to move. And you can have, your company can end up in a WeWorks, a Regis, or the Yard paying $100 a square foot, where you could lease space for 40 or 50, and a move is just disruptive. And the co-working companies make a lot of money this way. Now, I think this is a useful topic, and it's a worldwide topic. You can be in Paris, in London, in Dubai, in Shanghai, Jakarta, Australia, or New York City, and this is a choice you're going to have to face, and it can have really major economic implications for you. So I hope this helps you understand the difference between the two forms of office space, and that it's helpful and it's useful and it's going to save you some grief and it's going to save you some money, and from a real estate perspective, make your life easier. If this information is useful for you, I hope that you will subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm planning on turning out much more content which will hopefully be helpful for you. Have a nice evening, and again, happy Halloween. Bye now.